I'm on my way to see Ian and Catherine today. Ian is in the music business. He's the one that called me. Catherine looks after the kids and has just completed her PhD.
There's a thing of t-shirts that's lost. It's got to be in here somewhere. Wherever we've lived, the master bedroom has always been a tip. It looks like a rummage sale, and I'm sick of the clutter. Some vintage stuff? What's that old coat of yours? Gosh, there's something that can go. Had that
Says
since
you.
the time of the Russian Revolution, haven't you? Does it annoy me? Yeah, of course. I get annoyed. I just get annoyed. This is just beyond hideous and irresistible. It's just absolutely frightening. I mean, you can't find things, and you know, sometimes I walk into that room upstairs and I just think, this room is such a waste of space.
There's a lot of clothes. Whose clothes are all these?
All Catherine's.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Ian.
Hi, Ian. I'm Helen.
Hi, Helen.
Hi, Catherine.
Catherine, great to meet you.
Come on in. Shall we go this way? We're down here anyway. This is obviously the sitting room. And this is kind of the room with lots of stuff in it.
Wow. What do you call this room? Do you have a name for it?
The museum.
The museum.
I call it the nothing room.
She calls it
nothing
the
room?
nothing
How come?
room because she thinks it's
Because nothing happens in here.
Nothing happens. But if we got the stereo in here, it could become the music/museum.
I would still like to see a table in here.
Yeah, that's the basic point of disagreement. She wants this to be used more as a dining room. A, we don't really entertain because we can't cook.
But I'd like the idea of sitting down and
Well, you
having
like
a
the
meal
idea,
together.
that's just it, right? But the practical angle of it, I don't know. What, you know, I like this room being a space, you know?
I sense a little bit of tension around this.
No, not at all. We just laugh about it, don't we, dear?
Now this room is scary.
This is where you sleep.
Yeah.
But what is your challenge here? Why has all this stuff piled up, do you think?
We just needed a dumping ground, really.
Yeah, if you see, there's apart from this wardrobe, there's no cupboards in this room.
Can we have a look in here?
Sure. A lot of Cat's vintage stuff is in here.
Do you wear the vintage clothes?
I wear some of the jackets still.
And what's in these boxes?
One of them's full of my shirts, and the other one's full of, I'm not sure what, your sweaters or something?
Those are both yours.
Oh.
I don't have any stuff there.
Okay.
My stuff.
And so you're using it as a TV
T-shirts.
stand as well.
T-shirts, more T-shirts in there.
I like T-shirts.
Yeah, well, I get them for nothing. It's through work, so, you know.
But what's it costing you to store them?
I don't know. Nothing really, is it?
My happiness.
This is the room I think that we're going to see the biggest transformation.
Yeah, this is the room that bothers us the most.
We just can't stand it.
What's in here?
This is a
dressing room.
Closet, office.
You've got an office in here too?
Well, yeah.
And you come in here and work?
Yeah. I don't have a problem with this, though, because I actually have a blank wall there, so I don't look behind me and I don't look beside me too much.
Okay, so we've had the grand tour, and what pops out for me is how pretty organized you are on the main level of the house, where everyone sees it, and how chaotic it is upstairs, where it's your space. So what I'd like to see happen is to make your bedroom a place where you can go and relax. Now, the other room that sort of pops out is the dressing room.
Right.
I think we can make that a great space. And that way you can go in there and really enjoy seeing what you have in terms of clothing. And the other area I'm considering working on is your dining room. Do you think we could get a compromise in the dining room?
Is it a dining room?
Well, I'd like to meet both of you halfway so that you're both happy. But you know what needs to happen.
Some purging has to go on.
Definitely some
A lot
purging.
of purging.
Yeah.
And as I promised, I have a technique that will make it virtually painless. But we definitely have to get rid of a lot of the
I'd
stuff
like
in
that
there.
in writing, please.
Is that the one where you take us out for drinks down the street and we come back and it's all gone?
No.
Oh, rats.
No. They have a lot of stuff. The bedroom, they have so much clothing and no closet space at all. It's going to be a problem. We have to figure out where to put all those clothes. But the first thing is that they're going to have to purge. The living room is obviously a bone of contention between Catherine and Ian. She, I think, would like to have it as a space where she can entertain. I would love to give that to her. The trick is going to be to convince Ian to give up his idea of having a museum in there. How do you feel when you see it all out like that?
That looks pretty absurd, doesn't it?
Find more t-shirts?
I'm still throwing stuff away, all right? You know what? I ain't getting rid of all of it, so everybody can stop holding their breath.
My first impression of this house is that it's more about the possessions, it's about the CDs, it's about the collectibles, and not so much about the people who are there to live and use the space. What we have here is Ian and Catherine's bedroom, and their closet is right next door. First thing I want to do is get rid of all that clutter. That's going. Now, the closet. The clothing is moving out of the closet. This desk is just not working in the space. So I'm going to reposition it right next door here in the bedroom. I'm going to bring back the bed, and the closet is going to be outfitted with shelving. So we can put some of their clothes back, whatever survives the purge. So now they have a functional, spacious bedroom and a closet that actually works.
I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified to get rid of things, but I know that I have to do it.
Are you as terrified of doing this purging?
No, I already have.
He doesn't think he's actually going to purge anything, you see. He doesn't think he has anything to purge.
No,
so.
that's not true. I can lose some of my shoes. Good morning.
Hi, Ian.
Hello. Looks like the Africa Corps has invaded me.
I brought
here.
my team.
General Rommel and the team.
Very often people think they know what it's going to be like to get their place organized. But when we arrive at their doorstep, it's like a tornado hit.
Come on, sweetie. They're emptying everything out of here.
I'm still playing.
Is the little guy still in there?
Right now.
We're going to need Ian, we need to go through his t-shirt collection, actually. Bring him on over.
All right.
Just pass them to me and we'll sort through them. Do you have any more t-shirts? So, Ian,
Yeah.
how do you feel when you see it all out like that?
That looks pretty absurd, doesn't it? Man, not that I don't. A blast from my past. See you later. And despite my best efforts, it didn't work. The still went in, didn't they? That's keepers, right? Okay, that's keepers. That's keepers.
I'm getting a little nervous here because we've got 3 boxes full of t-shirts. Keep.
I'm still looking. I'm still working away here to try and. I just want to make you happy, Mom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Find more t-shirts?
I'm still throwing. No, I'm still throwing stuff away. All right. You know what? I ain't getting rid of all of it, so everybody can stop holding their breath.
Ian may be feeling like we're taking over his life, which we're not. We're trying to make it better.
What's the... We're gonna go into the basement for this.
All right.
It's the only clear area.
There just isn't enough room. That's the. Yeah, we need a bigger house.
Get a bloody job.
I have a job. I'm
Yeah,
a mother
never
to
mind.
your children.
Yeah. Anyway, you want a bigger house. You need more dough.
I need a new husband.
Or a new husband. You can let me have this house, and you can go get another one.
How go the t-shirts?
I got rid of a fair bit, not enough to make her happy. I think I could tell by her slightly disgruntled expression at the end, but I might make a second.
Maybe I
pass
should
through.
go up there. And,
No, you shouldn't.
No, maybe I should.
No, she shouldn't.
When couples start to fight during the purge process, it's counterproductive. It really slows me down, and I don't have time for that when I have a deadline. So I need to separate them. Get them as far away from each other as possible so we can get through the purge. There's more clothes to deal with.
This is a keeper. Keeper.
To have a lot of shirts.
Yep. A lot of them, I'm carrying down.
Okay, Catherine, it's your turn now.
Oh my God.
There's a technique that I like to use sometimes. We separate the clothes into 3 categories. You've got your friends, you've got your strangers, and you've got your acquaintances. We invite the friends, they get to stay. The acquaintances may stay, but they may have to go if we don't have enough room for them. And the strangers, well, that's another word for the toss pile, but it's less intimidating.
Friend, stranger, friend.
Okay, Catherine, you got a lot of friends coming to the party, and you don't have a lot of space.
Stranger.
Seriously, we do have some storage for shoes, but not this much. So let's
Put the boot in.
Okay, those can go.
I love these ones.
Those can go.
keep them.
These are the throwers, right?
Okay, good.
See, I've been chucking a bunch of shoes out
Very
there.
well.
Those can go too.
That's getting really full and overflowing.
You have never worn those.
And these two can go?
No. Helen, look!
Wait a minute,
Look,
Ian,
your mother's
Ian.
calling.
Wait a minute, you wear these.
Oh, there's my phone. What a coincidence. Hello. Hi, Shan.
No! Do you like these on him?
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, that's right. You sent it to me, and you sent it to her. And you thought,
As the day goes on, I can see that it's Ian that's gotten very defensive about having me there. And the funny thing is, he's the one that called me. I think he's having a really hard time letting go of his things.
I'll entertain the idea of them moving out of here, though I like the block of them. I like it. It's like people go, this looks like you have a record stall in here. Exactly. But I will, if you can find something that makes me not bristle or whatever, then I'm up for considering them to be moved. Some of them, right? Not all of them. You're not talking about moving all of them, right?
What we want to do is get the bulk of the CDs out of here. We're not sure where at this point. Then you can have a beautiful space in here to have adult company and really be able to enjoy yourself. Our biggest challenge tomorrow is where are we going to put all those CDs?
If I was a betting man, they ain't moving.
I would still like to see a table in here.
To me, this feels quite spacious, just the sort of two rooms with nothing in the middle of them.
Now I'm in a situation where Ian wants one thing, Catherine wants another, and I have to come and find a compromise so that they're both happy.
I knew that Helen wasn't going to get it. When I met her, I in the back of my mind, I thought, she's not going to get the CD thing. She's going to look at them, she's going to be appalled.
I've been struggling with this for years, and he won't get rid of them. I don't know.
The problem with this dining room / museum room is that all the furniture has been pushed up against the walls, and yet you have this dead space in the middle that's not being used. So what I want to do is eliminate some of these cabinets. Then we're left with these CD racks that are much too big for this space. So let's eliminate those CD racks and look at this closet here. It's right now just full of stuff. So we can move the stuff out, put a CD cabinet there to house some of the CDs, and bring in a stereo unit so you can actually listen to the CDs. Finally, put the dining room table right in the center so Catherine will be happy about that. And in fact, now it becomes, rather than a museum, a space that the whole family can enjoy.
I am under pain of death to make sure I get it in the right order, so it's going to be a slow process.
What's all this?
I don't know. I've never seen them before.
They're all
They're not CDs, are they?
CDs.
Oh, wow. What do you know?
Okay, Ian, here's the thing. You have 3,000 CDs on the wall right now, and we're not going to be able to even keep them in the dining room.
It's really hard for me with the music.
No, I understand.
That for me is the hardest thing. Like the
I
clothes
totally
I can
understand,
purge,
but you know what?
books I can purge a bit, but the music, it's really difficult.
I don't want to have CDs here and there and all over the place, because that's how it was when I came in. And if I leave your home the way I came in, then I'm not doing my job.
Like, I think I probably, I'm completely honest with myself, I could go through and cull some of the jazz, maybe, cull some of the more obscure jazz out of there, which might free up a little more room on those shelves for some of this stuff to go on. You know what I mean?
So what's the best way to do this?
The only way to do it
expert?
is for me to go through these and look at them.
Okay. Well, it looks like I've finally gotten through to Ian.
No, all right. We've made your dramatic point now, Helen. I get it, Helen.
He's willing to get rid of some of those CDs. Not as many as I'd like to see go, but enough so that I can make the changes I have in mind to give the family a space they can really enjoy. luck.
Think
I know
so?
you worked really hard. I gave you a bit of a hard time.
Well, then, no, it's
all about
necessary.
tough love, right?
Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth.
If you're giving away a lot of stuff, a local charity can do a pickup. This makes purging even easier.
Bye-bye.
Well, it's the end of Purge Day 2, and it's been a tiring couple of days. I can't believe we actually got this room empty.
Wow. It's big.
You'd never know it was this big when you had all that heavy furniture and containers and...
Junk.
Yeah.
Hey, whose house is this? It can't be our house.
It's all amazing.
You get to have dinner in here if you like.
Gee, I wonder where all my CDs are then.
Ian called me in to help him deal with his clutter, and we got into some serious battles.
You know what? I ain't getting rid of all of it, so everybody can stop holding their breath.
I think that he would agree that in the long run, it was totally worth it.
Hi,
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Hey, whose house is this? It can't be our house.
Wow.
The dining room museum caused tension between Ian and Catherine. To turn it into a usable space, we got rid of the extra cabinets and purged the CDs, and found a compromise that I think will make them both happy.
I thought I was going to hate it.
Did you?
Yeah.
So do you love it?
It's great, yeah.
It's wild.
Okay. So Ian, we did actually display your CDs. Now you'll notice that it's not the whole big collection. But here's the thing. We brought your stereo in here so you can actually play the CDs. Let me show you.
Gee, I wonder where all my CDs are then.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Dear.
Yippee.
I like
So
the
you
table.
remember, pardon?
I like the table.
You like the table? Yay.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I know that you commented on how you wanted to keep the open, flowing space, and that's why we went with a glass table.
And you can see the chairs, too.
So you get to
It's
have
all
dinner.
amazing.
You get to have dinner in here if you like. Come on in and see your new tranquil bedroom.
Wow.
Unpacked suitcases and overstuffed dressers made this room a stressful, uninviting space. By sorting and storing the clothes and removing the excess furniture, I've given Catherine and Ian a room for relaxing and rejuvenating. I've created a workstation surrounded by elegant bookcases and treasured mementos. You can actually get a great night's sleep now.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it sure does.
Okay, so come and see the closet.
Wow.
Catherine and Ian's closet was more of a dumping ground than a functional workspace. By removing the desk and purging the excess clothing, I created a space for custom shelving and made a mini museum to display their favorite collectibles. We wanted to honor your things because you have beautiful things. And to have them in a box, you're not enjoying it. What's the
Absolutely.
point of keeping it if you're not enjoying it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really? Ian and I had a little bit of playful tension between us when we were going through the t-shirts.
There was sparring with the t-shirts and the CDs, as I knew there would be, so you didn't let me down on that one.
And so, let me ask you, do you think it was worth it when you see it all like this?
Absolutely. Maybe this will encourage us to purge more often.
I do actually suggest that every so often you do a purge, but what would really be effective is to not buy any more hangers. And every time you buy something new,
Get rid of something.
exactly.
Keep it at a steady level, right?
Exactly.
Very cool. It's now livable for you. There's so many pillows. Holy. This room, this is mine, is like perfect closet.
Why do you think you like it better now than before?
Because it's more colorful and there's more space. Well, it looks better because it's organized.
This was a tough job, but it was worth it. when I see Ian and Catherine sitting around their table and enjoying the space with their family, it was totally worth it.
Oh, yeah.